Brother Nubin, who's the best athlete in the Nubin house?
Right here, right here. Hey, look. First, I just want to say, bro, I'm so proud of this kid right here, bro. Like, it's been a long time coming, man. All he does is grind. All he does is work, bro. And you see that, man. You see the fruition of his hard work, bro. All he does is put his head down and work. So I'm just so proud of this kid, man. So proud of him.
Jordan, what did it mean to you to have a breakout game today?
Oh, it's just great. I mean, the coaching staff put a great game plan together. The O-line was blocking great. Receivers were blocking great. So it just feels good to be out there with my team. I just love this game.
Did it feel like 40 carries?
Yeah, it did. It definitely did, but it was fun to be out there.
Jordan, what do you remember about that transition you made from playing receiver and DB in high school to college running back?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a big transition. A lot of work put in, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Tyler, cameras caught you sprinting down the sideline to celebrate his first touchdown. Just what did that mean to you both?
Bro, everything, man. Like, honestly, it was such a surreal moment, bro. Just seeing him cross that goal line, cause I know what he's capable of. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people did. So just seeing that, you know, I had a little big brother moment. But right after, I had to lock back in, cause man, I gotta go back on defense now. So you know, it was a little bit of a toss up whether I could stay in the moment or not. But it was awesome, bro.
What did it mean to you, Jordan, to see him as one of the first people down there to celebrate with you on that touchdown?
I mean, it's just surreal. I mean, every single day being able to see him in the facility. He's just a great mentor, a great brother. He's just a great person to everybody, not just me. So it's just amazing being able to share this moment with him.
You mean that, bro?
Of course.
Oh, appreciate that.
Jordan, Coach McKissick has obviously been an impactful person in your journey. How much of an impact has he had?
I mean, it's just he's took me to a whole new level. I mean, he's just a great coach. He does a great job with everybody in that room.
Tyler, what have you seen in Jordan? Just kind of in working and putting in the time and waiting for his moment.
Like I said before, just really being one of those guys that's just behind the scenes, just putting his head down every single day, just being really consistent in his work. You know, he had to wait his turn a little bit in that running back room, because you know we got great running backs all over the place. Great coach, but I always knew he was gonna be ready for his shot. That's why I kept preaching to him: just keep his head down, just be ready for your shot. And here it was, and he was ready.
What was it like in the hotel room last night? You guys roomed together?
Mm-hmm.
What was it like, you two hanging out last night?
I told him what was gonna happen today. I told him he was gonna have like 200 yards, and we was gonna get interviewed at the end of the game, just like this. I told him. I told JG, I told him that every time I say something, I don't like to break my promises, so he had to go make it happen.
Tyler, it must have been nice to have Cody back, huh?
Man, yeah, awesome. It was awesome, bro. We missed that guy. He's such a connector of our whole defense, just his energy, the way he just conducts himself every single day. It makes everybody just elevate with him. So having 45 back was definitely huge.
Jordan, what about outside zone do you think fits your skill set?
I mean, it's just a great play. I mean, our coaching staff is a great play. It is, and our coaching staff does a great job with it. Our line always blocks it good, so just being able to stretch and puncture is just what I love to do.
What did your parents have to say?
Man,
So proud.
a lot. Like they were screaming, crying all day. Like it's just amazing moment for our family, man. I'm just so glad I could be a part of it, bro. Like honestly, like this is one of the main reasons I came back to play one more year with him, and being able to see him do that, being able to share this moment with my family, it means everything to me.
What were backyard football games like between you two?
No comment.
Yeah, some fights. There are a lot of fights.
We saw how hard you ran today, Jordan. If Tyler was in the hole, would you run him over? What would be the result of that?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm
Might
not
gotta
gonna
pull
say
up some
too much. I'm
practice
not gonna
film.
say too much.
You can pull up some practice film for that.
Jordan, do you feel your offensive line pretty much wore them out in the second half?
Oh yeah, of course. Obviously, yes, they did. Wore them out.
When you saw Crab make that block and you saw all that open space, what was the feeling for you?
It's just surreal. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I had no words. It was just a great feeling to be in the end zone.
Knowing you had the confidence to do this and seeing it come to fruition, what does that mean to you just moving forward?
I mean, just every day's a grind. You got to take it one day, one step at a time, one day at a time. So just being able to be consistent in my work and being consistent in my craft and continuing to do it is what matters.
He got that Nubin work ethic, man. You see the name on the back, man. It don't change. It don't change.
Tyler, what have you noticed from the defensive line, physicality, being able to get out the blocks? How key is that in the past couple weeks?
Yeah, I think our D-line is doing a better job than they ever have with my 5 years being here. Debo has been a really great leader, really great influence for them boys, especially him being here, being in this system. I really think they're starting to understand their role and why things work the way they work on our D-line. And you're seeing them just make plays just because they understand the why. They know why they're doing it. They know why they have to level rush. They know why they have to counter back if they get past the level of the quarterback. And they're doing those things with great detail, and those things it helps you make plays. So, yeah, Debo's done a great job with them, man.
In the start of the game, 5 possessions really quick in succession, and you guys held them just 35 yards.
Mm-hmm.
How big was that for you guys to get those stops with the offense, turn it over?
Yeah, it was huge, man. It's a team game, so, we just go out there and do our job. We're going to go out there and do our job every single time. And we started taking that one play at a time mentality over the bye week, brought that into the Iowa game, brought that into this game, and that's just what we're going to do the whole rest of the year, just take it one play at a time, do our job.
Do we have any more questions?
They mentioned that you guys play Madden together a good amount. Who wins those games?
I'm going to let him answer that.
Rough sledding for me.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
yeah.
going to say. Rough sledding for me. Yeah. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, he showed that he could play, and at this level, he showed that he's a great teammate. He showed the trust he has in the plays and the protection. Yeah, I'm just super proud of him and the way he played. I don't have words to describe how proud I am of him. He's waited a long time for this moment, and this moment came, and he did not take it for granted. Proud of the guys too. It's not just JoJo though. It's the offensive line. They played their butts off today. Receivers played their butts off today, and so did the defense and special teams. So I'm just super proud of this team.
Nathan, what got you guys out of that tough start?
Yeah, it was just, us being together and, the connections we have and the relationships we have. That's something we built all off season, and, it's not always going to go our way. And, it couldn't get any worse than how we started. I mean, I fumbled, critical mistake. Yeah, just us being connected and how close we are, we knew that, we're going to get this going. So.
How do you look at kind of taking on the number one role with this pass catching?
I look at it as like a leadership type thing, and knowing you always got to be at your best at every snap, and you can't take no plays off for granted. And being able to do that in practice and throughout training camp in the spring has really molded me into being ready for this position.
Can you take us through your touchdown catch there?
Yeah, we was actually trying to get a certain look for it all game, like lining up in that formation, but we never really got that look. So we was like, at this point, just screw it. And then we kind of taught on the sideline, we taught the route a different way, a little bit like a little just quick stutter, knowing they'll probably bring pressure. And then, yeah, just execution at that point.
Ethan, how big was that play from your perspective, knowing that after everything that transpired and with the way the defense was playing, you had the lead at the half?
Yeah, I trust, I said this a lot. I trust D-Jack so much. I think it meant a lot to do that. But like I said, man, I trust the guys around me. They're going to make plays. I mean, a couple plays before that, I just throw the ball up and he just goes and gets it. I mean, he's just one heck of a player. I'm so glad I get to play with him and get to throw to him. But it comes down to, the ball's going to be in his hands when it matters the most. And that was a big moment, and he delivered. It was an outstanding route, and he just, created separation. I just gave him the ball. It's just pitch and catch.
120 yards is a career high for Daniel.
Ooh.
Ethan, we saw your reaction when Kraft threw that block on Jordan's first one. What did you kind of see on that play? And then Daniel, if you can kind of share your thoughts on Kraft coming up in the
Right.
season for him.
Yeah, I can go first. Knowing like if you're a Minnesota receiver, you like a mentality wise is playing harder and longer than the opponent, and also like no play is a play off, and in the run game, you as a receiver you're gonna run block. So you better be able to put your face in there and be physical at the line of scrimmage. And Crab embodied that. He really who's the one who's taught me that, and he really the whole group, and he embodies it every time he goes out there.
Yeah, just Crab's story, and in that moment, I mean, not a lot of people recognize that, but that was such a critical block. It was such a big play. I mean, I saw that and I was like, he didn't catch the ball. It wasn't a ball thrown to him, but a block like that was a huge play, and I was just so proud of him, and the things he's been through, and him to make a play like that in a big moment. I mean, that just shows how hard he plays, and how hard we play as an offense. I noticed it and I was like, yeah. That block was, it was crazy and amazing. So,
This is for both of you, but were you surprised how wide open you were, Daniel, on the touchdown?
I can't say I was surprised. I knew I'd have to beat the corner, and that was pretty much all there was. It was with another look, it was beating the linebacker. But with me being able to beat the corner, I knew that it would be the middle of the field would be wide open with them bringing pressure, and then all the route concepts outside of it. So the stutter is really kind of what created the separation, and I feel like I did a good job of, being able to do that in the eighth and threw me a ball on the money, perfect. Being able I can run in stride and just get in the end zone.
You got behind the chains on one of the drives, and in a big play, you hit that 30-yard completion to Brevin Spanford. Can both of you just speak to what you saw from Brevin today?
Yeah, I was talking to Brevin before the game, man. I'm just so proud of him, too. I could speak on every single player on the entire team and how proud I am of them, because everyone has their own story. And, things haven't gone Brev's way, and Brev would tell you guys that, too. But today he showed that, he's Brevin Spanford. He makes huge plays in big games. That's what he does, So there's never a doubt in my mind with him. Never. There hasn't been since I started playing, since I took my first snap at Penn State. First completion was to him, and there's never a doubt in my mind about him. I'm going to give him the ball when he's open, so, yeah.
Yeah, that high point catch he had made was a huge point in our drive and getting us moving forward. But I was talking to him after the play, and I was like from my perspective, me being on the outside running the route, it's like he jumped 20 feet in the air, and he palmed the ball like it was he had 3XL hands. But it was dope to see Brev do that. So.
What can you say just about the offensive line's consistency that paves the way for another running back, and also putting down Tyler Cooper, and just the consistency that they've shown in the running game all year?
Yeah, if they could be up here right now, I wish they could. They've, they don't, the offensive line, they don't really get any credit, but a lot of the things that happen, most of the things that happen, actually, all the things that happen on offense are because of them and the plays they make. They work extremely hard in the film room, in practice, off the field. Just that group of guys and how their relationships together are just, I haven't seen anything like it. They're all so close. They spend all the time with each other. I'm super proud of them. I love them to death. They're going to be my friends for life. But it's really that connection that we all have. That's something, I really want to emphasize on, is just the connection that we all have. And I think that's why, Nubin has big games or D-Jack has big games. It's because we're all so connected and we all play a part. And the offensive line just does an incredible job. And I couldn't be happier and more proud for them because they deserve it.
How do you guys view how close Tyler and Jordan are?
Yeah, they're
they do everything together. They room together the night before the hotel. And then, if I've stopped up there, I've seen them, they just playing Madden or something like that. They're real, the embodiment of a family. The definition of, forget about me, I love you. They really embody that with each other.
Ethan, how key were some of the things you were able to do formation-wise to get numbers and good looks in the run game?
Yeah, for sure. All week we knew that, we wanted to run the ball in certain looks. We wanted to throw in certain looks. The formations we did were based on what we saw on film. So, all game, they came out and did a little bit of a, 4-man. They played us a little differently than how they been playing usually all season. But, it was just adjusting, knowing that, okay, if they're going to give us different looks, then, we got to start doing a little bit of different things. And that's what we do, is just adjustments. So, great job by Coach Harbaugh. He's just so intelligent. Coach Fleck, the offensive staff, they're able to adjust on the fly. I couldn't ask for better coaches. It comes down to them and then just us executing.
Daniel, heading into fall camp, you talked about watching the little details or the intricacies of like Cooper Kupp and Steph Diggs heading into the season. How does it feel to see that hard work pay off in the little details and creating separation?
Right. Yeah, and you never really stops. You're always studying the game, whether that be in the film or just on YouTube on your phone. But being able to take the things, like I said, that you learn and you see from them and enact it within yourself and kind of put your own little special twist or maybe your own special way to it is something I really try to do. So I would agree with your question.
Nathan, your defense got Cody Lindenberg back. What do you feel that meant to them and to you guys even?
Yeah, I mean, mentality as a team is always the next man up. But, Cody is a special player. He's a very good, very, 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 he's a freak athlete. That's the only way to describe him. Meant a lot for sure, just to have him back. But, our defense is our defense, man. I don't really have words. I wouldn't want to play us on defense, so.
Yeah.